In 1982, a woman in Sacramento, California, opened her home to those the world had forgotten. Alcoholics, the homeless, the elderly, the mentally ill. Her name was Dorothea Puente, and to everyone who met her, she seemed like a saint. Neighbors called her sweet. Social workers called her a godsend. She baked cookies for the neighborhood kids and tended a garden bursting with roses. Her boarding house at 1426 F Street became a haven for people nobody else wanted to help. Behind her warm smile, she was about to do something far worse. One by one, her tenants began to disappear. When people asked where they'd gone, Puente had an answer ready. They moved to Mexico, she'd say, or they went to visit family. She even wrote letters, in their handwriting, to keep suspicious relatives at bay. The truth was buried in her backyard. Puente was drugging her tenants with sleeping pills, then suffocating them. Once they were dead, she kept collecting their social security checks and buried their bodies right beneath her rose garden. It might have gone on indefinitely, if not for one man, Alvaro Bert Montoya, a gentle, schizophrenic tenant whose social worker checked on him regularly. When Bert vanished in 1988, his social worker refused to accept Puente's excuses. She went to the police. Detectives came to question Puente. While she distracted one officer, another tenant slipped a note to the second detective. It read, "She wants me to lie to you." That was enough. Police asked Puente if they could search her yard. Remarkably, she said yes. They found a femur first, then another body, and another. By the time they stopped digging, 7 bodies lay beneath the soil of a house that had looked, from the outside, like a place of kindness. Puente vanished before they could arrest her, but she didn't get far. 5 days later, a man in a Los Angeles bar recognized her from the news. Police took her into custody without a struggle. At trial, prosecutors argued she'd murdered 9 people over 6 years, poisoning the very tenants who trusted her most. Puente insisted, to her final day, that they had all died of natural causes. The jury only agreed on 3 of the 9 deaths. She was sentenced to life without parole and died in prison in 2011, never admitting to a single killing. To this day, nobody knows exactly how many people are buried beneath the garden of the woman they called the Death House Landlady.